Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm the creator of the Get Resultsology system and an accountability coach. I help people harness productivity to achieve meaningful results, increase income, grow their business, and create success that resonates with their authentic selves. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Lacy Boggs. Lacy is a content strategist, author of the best-selling Kindle book, Make a Killing with Content, and the director of the Content Direction Agency. She helps small business owners create and implement content marketing strategy that feels like a playground for ideas and results in deceptively powerful nurture content to create massive growth. Lacy, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
You're very welcome indeed. And whereabouts are you, Lacy?
I'm in Colorado in the United States. I live between Denver and Boulder in Colorado.
Oh, wow. So it's morning for you and evening for me. So have a coffee for me. It's too late in the afternoon for me, but I certainly will enjoy thinking about you having a coffee in my absence.
Lovely.
Okay, so are we all set? Shall we crack on with the 5 questions in 7 minutes?
I'm ready.
Okay, so it'd probably be a good idea if I start the clock. There it goes. And Lacy, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
I love to work with solopreneurs and micro business owners who have really big ideas and are possibly struggling to articulate them in a way that gets them noticed in their industry. So that's my favorite type of person to work with.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm one of those, so that's good,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. I love that. So, what is the problem that you solve? And I'm guessing there's probably more than one.
I love to help these people come up with their thought leadership ideas, get really clear on their thought leadership vision, and then help them create a piece of signature content that will position them as a thought leader in their space. Because I deeply believe that even though small businesses can't compete on reach or resources with big businesses in their industry, we can compete on ideas, and often we have better ideas or bigger ideas than the big players in our industries. So we just need to create the content that's going to get us noticed and position us as thought leaders to help bring in those clients and pre-sell them on our services.
Excellent. And we love that word, pre-sale. Yes, please. Can't get enough of that. Thank you very much. Yes, excellent. So, Lacy, what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them solve that problem?
So I think the very first thing is, if you have aspirations of being a thought leader or even just getting more notice in your industry, get really clear on what that thought leadership idea is. And I would say the best way to go about that is to do some brainstorming and start thinking about what are some unpopular opinions you might have in your industry, or what are some myths that you disagree with, you wish other people didn't believe. What are some practices in your industry that you don't agree with? It sounds a little contrarian, but I find that when we focus on what we do differently than the rest of the industry or the rest of our community, that helps us zoom in on what our big idea, our thought leadership might be about. And so doing some brainstorming, really thinking about what sets you apart in your industry, will give you a lot of clarity around how your ideas can make you really stand out and position you as a niche of one, let's say.
Absolutely. Could I just ask you, talking of clarity, you use the phrase thought leadership. What does that mean exactly?
To me, a thought leader is anyone who has a big idea that they want to use to change things for the better, either for their industry or for the community that they serve. So that's maybe a little bit different of a definition than is out there everywhere, but I think anybody can be a thought leader. It just means that you want to lead and improve people's lives, and you have some big ideas about how to do it.
Thank you. That's really helpful. I understand that a lot better now. I was being a bit dense, I think. So
No.
now we know a little bit more about what you do. Let's talk about get goal busting, meaning how do you make the best use of your productive time to achieve your own business goals, Lacy? So can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits, please?
Sure. So, my work is all around content. And for micro business owners and solopreneurs, usually we are wearing that hat as well as so many other hats in our business, right? We have to do our own marketing, create our own content. And so, my biggest tip would be to try to create content that will have the biggest return on your investment for your time and energy. And, in my world, that means creating that signature piece of content. Usually it's longer form content, but then we can use it over and over and over again rather than reinventing the wheel every time we need to post to Facebook or post to Instagram or wherever we're sharing our stuff. We can take snippets out from that piece of signature content, and reuse it. And so we get a lot more value out of one piece of deep, thoughtful content than just trying to come up with something new to say every day. So I would say my productivity habit for content creation is to try to focus your efforts on content that will return a higher return on investment for you and create more value for your readers or your watchers or listeners as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean that one thing, that is a huge step. It can, that it can take you quite a long time to come up with that. And I can testify, having written a book that's coming out in January, that it takes a long time to produce it. But once it's done, then you're like, okay, now it's just a case of exactly what you're saying, just retelling it, or repackaging it, taking pieces from it. I absolutely love that because it takes all the creative stuff is exhausting. And if now you're
It's
just
true.
into
It's
it,
true.
if you're just into distributing the information because it's complete, that's perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
So I always like to ask this, end with this question, I think, because I never know what's going to happen and what's going to come up, and it's always fun. So what should I have asked you today, Lacey, that I didn't? And your answer, obviously.
Well, one question I get asked a lot these days is, how should I use AI, or should I use AI in creating content for my business? And as a content writer, as a content creator, I'm a little bit biased. I don't think you should probably use AI to create the content for you, because it will literally come out sounding like everybody else. That's what AI does, right? It takes and jumbles up the words from other people and spits it back out again. However, I do think it can be a good tool to use. And it's one of the reasons I've decided to focus my business on thought leadership and big ideas, because that's one thing AI really can't do. It can't come up with brand new ideas because it's literally regurgitating other people's ideas. So I am a big fan of using it as a tool, brainstorming, or asking it questions to help ask you questions, or saying, can you help me improve this piece that I've already written? But I don't believe AI is a great strategy for creating content for the small business owner.
Thank you. That's very insightful, and I completely agree with what you're saying. And it's and highly topical. I mean, I must
Mm,
use it every day to help me with little things, but it's just, things that are like, how can I write this so that I don't look stupid when I finish writing, as like even just a sentence. But I
yes,
I come up with the idea and then I just say,
yes.
just make my grammar a bit better. It's like having an English teacher in the class, but I'm too old to have an English teacher anymore.
I actually find that it's very good at improving writing, but not that great at writing from scratch. So that's a really great way to use it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I use it. Lacey, that was brilliant. Thank you. We did all of that. And I actually was cheeky and I packed in an extra question. So we got 6 questions in 7 minutes. Maybe I should change the format. No, maybe not.
I pack in a lot of value, but what can I say?
And you're modest about it too. That's
It's
what I
true. It's
particularly
true.
like. And I completely agree. You do pack in a lot of value. I'm thrilled to bits with what you've told us today. Very interesting information indeed. And so, how can I'm a bit cheeky this. I'm going to ask you, how can people get in touch with you? But are there any like nice freebies, nice free resources? Is the problem? a more professional way of calling it that they can get from you to
Yeah,
make that connection and find out more about you?
absolutely. So you can just go to lacyboggs.com if you just want to know more about me, but I would recommend you go to lacyboggs.com/content solution, all one word, and you can see an example of the signature piece of content I've been talking about today. And it lays out my entire framework, what I believe about thought leadership and how it can help small business owners. And at the very end, there's a little freebie you can opt into for you down there at the bottom. So
That's what we like to hear. And just for anybody listening, that's Lacy Boggs with 2 G's.
that's right.
lacyboggs.com and then /content creation. I remember that right, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Content solution. Yes.
You see, one of us was paying attention. That's excellent. Thank you so much, Lacy. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review it on your favorite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.